Boop, 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 and we're live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to more Final Fantasy XIV and Sorin's Journey. Last time we... Okay, we're working. I'm not having any problems. The game is actually broke. Just after some of the last... Was it last stream or stream before where Final Fantasy XIV had some issues with the whole OBS thing? But last time we finished off the dancer quests. Sorin finished his time with Troupe Falsiam, helping out in Alamigo, and then moved on to help with Soroban and Tataru's request, which started off heading into Hell's Lid, and now has got us with a request to gather the 4 lords to reseal the being called Koryu. It's been a wee while. Last time we left Soroban with Genbu, who's one of the 4 lords. Soroban has apparently been trained to help seal the place. It's been a wee while, we haven't had any word, so let's check in with Bunshin. See if he's heard anything. Oh, Chief Bunshin? I was wondering if you've heard anything from Soroban. Just kind of passing through the area, thought I'd check in. A pleasure as ever to see you, my friend. What did I could say the same for Soroban? He has yet to return to Tamamizu, so I can only assume he is still busy undergoing Genbu's rigorous training. Oh, sorry sir, hold on a moment. Hello, Sorin? Is my link pro working? So unreliable, these little things. I'm going to pay a visit to the XIV temple to see Soroban. Give him a treat to keep his spirits up. If you're available, you should come too. I hope you haven't forgotten how to get there, but in case you have, look for the cute animal. Try not to look like a guard on duty in the middle of the volcanic island. I was, of course, not privy to your conversation just now, but on the off chance you're bound for XIV temple, give Soroban and Genbu my regards. Of course, that's coincidentally enough where I am off to. I've got nothing else going on at the moment. Suppose checking in's a good idea. As good an idea as any. Oh, excuse me. I do hope they haven't been pushing Soroban too hard. He seemed to be a little worn out last time we met him. Hello, Sapphire. Welcome to the stream. And if you think if my voice is calming enough to put you to sleep, go ahead. I know I'm that boring to listen to. Okay. It was around here, wasn't it? The entrance. There it is. Back into the volcano. Hello again, Furry. Oh, I can see where you go with things, Sapphire. Soroban? How are you holding up? Oh, hello there. I pray you excuse my panting. Genbu is a rather demanding teacher, but I will not rest until granted leave to do so. Genbu, do you mind maybe giving him a break? I understand the situation's urgent, but... Oh, well met, brave adventurer. You're come alone this day? What of the urchin girl I recall nipping at your heels? Furry. F-U-R-I. So, not that saying anything will convince you. Oh, if you're asking about Tataru, here she... That's Tataru! 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 I'll thank you not to forget it, or else you'll get no takoyaki from me. Oh my, that would be most unfortunate. My sincerest apologies. I shall endeavour to remember little urchin Tataru. Genbu, I think the urchin bit is the part she'd rather you drop. Of course, your name I will not soon forget. for you saved my dear friend Byakko from descending into madness. It is good that you are here, Sorin. Soroban has made great strides in his training, it is true, but I believe we need to consider more drastic methods. More drastic methods? Though he is not without potential, Soroban as he is simply lacks divinity. Should we carry on as we are, he may not be ready when we have need of his strength. As with Byakko before, there will come a time where we must confront Seiryu and Suzaku, and quell the raging Aramitama within them. Accordingly, we must use every means at our disposal, no matter how dangerous, to ensure we are prepared. However dangerous? No matter how dangerous, what exactly did you have in mind? Oh, there is no need for fearful trembling over drawing into one's shell. All I would have you do is open a box. Oh, is that all? Ah, well, I've opened my fair share of boxes. But know that this is no ordinary box you must open. It is a Tamate Bako of geomancy, a sacred vessel which harbors the very power of time itself. And yet you say there is no need for fearful trembling. This box sounds terribly dangerous. To what end would you have me open it? That you may bathe in its temporal magics and age 1,000 years in an instant. That you may undergo the change and become an Auspice, albeit until the magics dissipate. This sounds a little familiar. You would have me become an Auspice like the Four Lords? I'm sure you can do it, Soroban. I think I've seen these boxes before. Hold on, Sorin, didn't you come across one of these Tomato Bako in the History of the Violet Tides? You did, didn't you? I think so. It sounds like what it was. They were just boxes to me. I am aware of similar relics in the possession of Dorian. However, their magics only alter the appearance of those exposed. A mummer's trick, a glamour. Altogether unlike the phenomenal power of the Tamate Bako we seek. Know that this is no legend, but incontrovertible truth. For the one who created the Tamate Bako of geomancy was his fellow Auspice. Like many of us, he had lived long enough to see comrades become consumed by the Aramitama, see them descend into madness and lay waste to the lands they had sworn to protect. And like many of us, he had no choice but to put an end to their rampages. Is it called Zarbon? Where's Zarbon coming from? We've got Soroban, Genbu, Sorin, Tataru. Where's Zarbon coming from? This Auspice knew full well that he was destined to share their fate, and so before he too fell from grace, he resolved to craft a Tamate Bako of geomancy, and when his work was complete, he bathed in its magics, until he was no more. By the Kami, he chose to die while his mind was still his own. Soroban the budget, so... I don't know what you're talking about. This is a reference I do not get. Hello, Minnie. Welcome to the stream. Sapphire's here as well, so I could... my voice can put her to sleep. I don't know what to say. Once the true potential of the box was understood, that it could bring death to an Auspice, it was decided that it should be placed under lock and key in the Swallow's compass, until we had need of it. Sorry, some Dragon Ball. Okay, yeah, that would be why I don't recognize it. I have watched neither the abridged series nor the original series. I've seen several clips from the abridged series, but never actually sat down to watch it. However, the Grand Mausoleum of King Ganon has been abandoned to the Shikigami, forever bound to its halls as guardians, and only a warrior of surpassing strength can hope to overcome their trials. Which I guess is where I come in. Steel yourself, Soroban. Until the moment Sorin returns with the Tamate Bako of geomancy, you must train like you have never trained before. Oh, yes, of course. I guess I can leave Soroban in Tataru's care. So where am I heading, Genbu? The box is hidden in the heart of the Swallow's compass, the tomb of Ganon in Yansha. Kamaitachi has gone on ahead to open the way. Seek him out. Right, look for Kamaitachi and Yansha. I guess Nama is a good place to start looking as any. Oh, the Swallow's Compass. I feel I've seen that on my map before. If I remember correctly. Immediately placing the person. I know next to nothing about anything Dragon Ball. I think... Is that it? That statue? I think it's a statue. Yeah. I wonder if that's King Ganon. That must be the entrance. Oh, well, this is where Kamaitachi is, so I guess I'm found the right place. Hello again. Oh, hey, you made it. Finally. I've only been waiting here forever and a day, but hey, it's not like we've got a potential calamity to worry about or anything. Anyway, I've already taken care of the ward sealing the tomb's entrance, so you're free to go in and get the box. But whatever you do, don't open it. Ah, and one more thing. I'll wager they told you about the Shikigami, but forgot to mention that the box itself is guarded by one of us. A tough bugger and a half. But you're a pretty tough bugger yourself, eh? You gave Byakko watch for after all. Hey, just don't say I didn't warn you. Right, I suppose there's guardians. Maybe it's best not to go in alone. What's the queue time? 8 minutes. Maybe for a dungeon I should... go in as a healer. It's too early for me to be making quips. Yeah, isn't it only like 8, 9 AM for you at the moment? What you have there, is that? Is that another reference I don't get? Cool. I'm just gonna wait here for a moment and... Cool. I was just before stream I was checking out my Spotify Wrapped and found that so I've once again this year I'm in the... Never seen the Iron... I have seen the Iron Giant, but it's been years. Like I saw it as a kid, I don't quite remember it. Especially not enough to be making any quotes of it. Yeah, I managed to get into the top 3% of Masayoshi Soken listeners on Spotify this year again. Oh, and surprisingly enough, I share most of my Spotify viewing with people from Tokyo. The actual quotes are more like what you have there anyway. Oh yeah, yeah. I do. I think I've seen like memes of that clip. Yeah, now you bring it. Yeah, now when you put it, when you give the actual quote, yeah, I think I have seen memes of that. I'm trying to remember what they were about because it was very much. I think it was due from movie. Oh, there we go. Right, and this is inside. Okay. I'm guessing what we want is beyond that gate. Okay. Down to gates. It looks generic. The first we've been abandoned already. That's not great. Oh. Generic portraits. Have I not updated mine again? Heart of Earth. There we go. This is going fairly well. There's like an African. Did it take you that long to fix your hotbars? I suppose maybe it's not as easy to adjust hotbars on a gamepad as it is on a keyboard. Oh. That is a certain way to happen. Yeah, that's what I still found, like, even whenever I've created a new character and I need to get back to my old the setup I like, I've never found it takes that long to adjust hotbars. Right, that's door open. Is this the Auspice? No sign of the box, so I guess we still have to go further in. Ow. Oh, watch that. Oh, watch whatever that is. It's mainly Ceres fixing him. Yeah, I do wish they let you kind of saved hotbar templates between characters. Oh, watch that. That's not looking good. Oh. Okay. Stay away from the fire. Oh, no, that's not what I do. Benefit, that's what I want. More fire. Oh, wasn't looking Okay, careful. Nearly dead. They have different jobs, so... Oh, yeah, oh, yeah, I suppose, yeah, for individual jobs, yeah, that can take time. I was thinking only of the actual, like, hotbars themselves, not the actual skills on them. Yeah, I know that took me a while when I first got, started using the mouse keys. So I've got, like, the mouse 5 and mouse 4. What? 340 is most of the gear I have. I think I've got a couple of pieces of the... Yeah, I've only got a couple... I think I've only got... Yeah, only the jewelry and torso for... Okay. That's right, my brain was doing a bit of a dumb there. Oh, to cover. Oh, our ninja friend has returned. Actually, what level is this? This is 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's slightly better than what I have. Fixing to double. Okay. You know, it makes much more sense now when you're talking about the individual skills on it. My brain was just being dumb. Oh, hold up a sec. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Back to cover. Watch that. Now the focus target the tank. Oh. I still wonder if one of these days I should try to use gamepad again. Be a bad luck transferring it. Yeah. I've never tried, so I don't quite know what. I haven't even played Final Fantasy on more than one computer. I mean, those are tank. Don't need tank gear. Do with healer and caster gear, I think. Right, we're okay. Daidarabotchi. Tank, don't get impatient. And make your focus target again. Oh, I didn't mean to use opposition. You okay, friend? Hey, watch out for that. Oh, that's a big punch in the middle. Oh yeah, I should heal everyone. Okay. Careful. Oh, that lake's growing a little concerning. There we go. Onwards and upwards. Hold up a sec. There we go. Watching out for the wind. One left. Did it go up like 4 levels? Yeah. I can't even remember. I don't even know what early summoner is like at the moment. But I suppose... No, yeah, Sorin never did Summoner. Sorin just did early Arcanist. Because he went for Scholar. He still hasn't done the Summoner quest. As easy as it would be for him to do so. But yeah, I did, I played Summoner before the latest rework, so I don't know what it's like at the moment. Nope, please no vulnerability. Yep. I don't like my tank having vulnerability. Yeah, focus on summoning. Yeah. Now, I think I was already level 60 something when it was reworked. Tomato bag. Okay, we're close. I'd hope so. I don't see much anywhere else we can go from here. Yeah, the rotation is quite nice. I like it as well because the rotation, like, once you get the early rotation, it doesn't change much. You kind of get to keep a... It just enhances what you have. It doesn't ever feel like you have too much going on to have to keep track of. That's the one my mother is trying out at the moment, is Summoner. Here we go. This is it. That must be the box. Oh. I'm guessing that's the Auspice defending it. Okay. Right. I'm always nervous about trying to pronounce this one because I don't know. I have to fear that I'm probably, regardless of how I do it, I'm saying it completely wrong. Why did I do that? Okay. Stand close for that one. You're hurt. That looks like a short range. Yep. I remember this one, kind of. Not that I mind, as long as I get the Stormblood boss music. This is... lots of monkeys. Careful. There we go. Two of them. Oh dear. Ow. Over here? What are we focusing on? Oh, wait, I already had a card. Over here. There we go. Yeah. Did we do it? These... Did we... Normally... The other auspices turned into their small forms when we defeated them. I'm sure he's fine. Oh. There he is. Was that an illusion we were fighting this whole time? Oh. What did I get? A scroll or something? Not what I need. Right. Oh, there's the box. I guess just to deliver this to Genbu. Probably quicker to go to Kugane and Aethernet to Ruby Price and try and go from... Okay, hold up. On here, do I have enough tombstones for any... I want to save for the trousers. I feel they're the next most expensive. Or a weapon, actually. Akila's not my flying mount. Let's go. Answer. Hopefully Genbu knows how to use this box. Because if it's capable of filling an auspice, I'm a little nervous about what it might do to Soroban if it's not used correctly. Hello again. Right. Tataru? Welcome back, Sorin. Did you find a mysterious box of doom or whatever it was you were looking for? I think so. You been holding up okay, Soroban? You have returned. Kami be praised. I do not think I could endure even a moment's more training. Well, let's see how this works. Genbu? Oh, you're returned. And with the Tamate Byakko of Geomancy I gather. I believe so. Is this the one? Very good, very good. Of course there was no need to fear for the well-being of the warrior who faced my brother Byakko and lived. Let us brook no further delay and make ready for this next stage of Soroban's training. Listen well, everyone. For the magics we are about to unleash are ancient and terrifying. It is exceedingly dangerous, especially for Soroban. I wish you would stop saying that. Be at ease, Soroban. Byakko will devote his energies to maintaining the wards on Koryu's prison while we are occupied. Should you be indisposed for time, we will manage. I don't think that's particularly reassuring, Genbu. And I've been secretly practicing my arcanum in preparation for a time like this, so don't worry. No matter what happens, we'll be ready. After all, we've each got to do our part if we're going to claim the fabulous riches. I mean, if we're going to save Ruby Sea from certain doom. Her enthusiasm notwithstanding, I expect we will need to turn to you should this training go awry. Take a moment to see to your equipment and let me know when you are ready to begin. Right. What's the worst that could happen? And Tataru, are you sure you don't want to... I'll trust she knows what she's doing. Everything is in order. Oh, then let us begin. Right. Okay. Here's the box. Soroban? Now remember, Soroban. Once opened, the box will spew forth smoke. Remain still and let it wash over you. Surrender to the magic and let it transform you into an Auspice. And you are certain this will be temporary. As honored as I would be to join your ranks, I fear I am too young to be so old. Suppose that's a point, but... Come, you lot. Let us retreat to a safer distance. Right. Sorry, Soroban. Poor Soroban. He didn't ask for any of this. Right. Soroban? You okay? It's a fake. I knew it. Tataru? Gosh, what a waste of time. There better be some treasure or something interesting inside. Tataru, I would... Foolish urchin! Tataru? Was that really necessary? Couldn't you just ask me to move nicely? Tataru? What? What's that look for? Is there something on my face? I think the box works. My face! My beautiful face! It feels like alcohol ever left in the sun. Oh, get a hold of yourself, child. You have been aged, nothing more. And be grateful you were not exposed longer, or you would have surely died. I may as well be dead already. I can't bear to go on like this. Did I not tell you that the magic is fleeting? You need only endure it for a moment. All will be as it was. Oh. It's gone already. Feeling better? But then what about Soroban? Oh, so preoccupied with the urchin I have been that I completely forgot about Soroban. I hope he has not been overexposed to the magic. If he has been aged to excess, his army tower may already be... Soroban? Oh dear. This isn't... Oh, well, that answers that. On your guard. I'm afraid he means to kill us all. Right. Oh, he bathed into Tamate Baku's magic for far longer than the urchin, and so I expect he will not return to normal so quickly. In fact, I dare say he will retain this form long enough to destroy the temple if we do not subdue him. Right. Okay. I've fought enemies without killing them before. Shazam! Genbu? With me, Sorin. Urchin, hold nothing back. I swapped around the comma and exclamation mark there. Right. What? Oh, I can't dance partner Genbu. Tataru's carbuncle is... I think she's still struggling here a bit. Okay. Let's go. Oh. Tataru, do you want to stand back, perhaps? Getting a little worried about you here. Tataru? This doesn't sound good, no. Right. Genbu? Right, just up to me then. Well, I guess us, but... I'm not sure... Wait, are we trying to heal Genbu? Looks like physic. Right. Those are problems is quite possibly Othard. Darn it! I'd appreciate if you could keep those away from me. Soroban, would you mind leaving Tataru alone? Okay, here we go. Oh. That's new. Probably bad as well. Just down again. Come on, Soroban. Wake up, Force. Finish. Here we go. Everyone okay? Soroban? Oh. That was a little rough. You okay? What happened? Why do you all look so exhausted? It's all thanks to you, Sorin. Oh, my dear Soroban, I knew you had potential, but it would seem I grossly underestimated your capacity for chaos. In any case, despite this unexpected turn of events, I should like to declare this training session a success. Let us take a moment to collect ourselves. Right. I'm not quite sure I'd go as far to say success, but we're all alive, that's something. Hold up. Hello, you wouldn't happen to be that monkey we fought at Solo's Compass? Oh, hello there. Remember me? I was the fellow tasked with guarding the tomato back of geomancy. I hope you understand that I had no choice but to put you to the proof. What kind of guardian would I be if I let you have it without a fight, eh? Still, I didn't think you lot would use it like that. I wasn't quite planning for that outcome either. How are you doing, Tataru? Confound it. Betrayed by my own carbuncle yet again. It can take a bit of time getting the hang of it. Oh, I'm not quite sure what happened, but I feel so very, very tired. We'll explain it later, Sorin. Truth be told, this comes as a relief. Though Soroban's present strength pales in comparison to that of Byakko and myself, we now know for certain that his potential is extraordinary. I struggle to believe I could ever wield such power. All who are strong were once weak, Soroban. I am no exception. Until I met Tenzin, I was no more than the floundering turtle you see before you. You never did tell us how you fell in with him. Ah, well, if you wish to know the details. Oh, another story. Long, long ago, when I had lived 100 or so years and had only just begun to become something more, I received my first vision. A terrible calamity, one that would claim the lives of countless innocents, was imminent. But what was a little turtle to do? For while I had seen the future with crystal clarity, I was powerless to stop it. I could but look on, helpless, as cities burned and men died. So it was for centuries, until one day. After 500 years I had grown stronger, more reckless. I believed I could make a difference. So when I foresaw a landslide that would bury a nearby village, I ventured forth to warn the people. Alas, while they were quick to discern I was no common animal, they could make no sense of my panicked feelings. To them, I was a queer dancing turtle, a source of considerable amusement, for I knew not the words of men, and so my warnings fell on deaf ears. It would be no different. Yet again they would die. The people turned and walked away, bored with the fleeting amusement. With a heart fit to burst with sorrow and despair, I made to quit the village. Just then, I heard a voice, kind and gentle. "Little one, you look troubled. Tell me what burdens you so." Though I knew he was addressing me, I doubted he would understand. Still, I told him of my vision, of the landslide I knew would bury the village and everyone in it, and my vain attempts to warn them. Your kindness is only surpassed by your bravery, little one. Fear not. I, Tenzin, and my comrade Byakko shall act in your stead. As Tenzin drew his sword, a great white tiger emerged from the wilds. "Shall we give them a show?" he whispered to the beast, which inclined its massive head ever so slightly in response. They fought? They then ran into the center of the village and began to fight as if they were bitter enemies intent on killing one another, blade and fang flashing, too fast for the eye to follow. The two broke apart for an instant, and Tenzin bellowed, "Hearken to me! This white demon thirsts for the blood of man. If you value your lives, flee this place. Seek shelter in the next village." Needless to say, the bewildered villagers gathered up whatever was at hand and ran screaming, too terrified to even look back. As the three of us watched them go, I heard the white demon mutter, "You know full well I have not once tasted man-flesh." The village was later destroyed in a landslide, as I had foreseen, but for the first time, I had managed to make a difference. That's how you joined up with them? Thereafter, we became traveling companions and close friends. I shared with them my visions, and together we labored to save those that we could. On the eve of what may perhaps be the greatest calamity I've ever foreseen, I feel Tenzin's absence keenly. Nevertheless, we must carry on. You may not have him, but you've got Sorin, and you know he's no slouch. I'll do what I can, Genbu. I won't let all the work you and Tenzin put in beat for nothing. Oh, indeed I do. And for this blessing we are grateful beyond measure. Right then, Soroban, we must resume your training at once, ere we forget the lessons of your time as an Auspice. Yes, of course. Getting back to it? In that case, I should return to the mountain of paperwork in Kugane I've been doing my best to ignore. Oh, and Soroban, I left the Takoyaki of Kamaitachi for safekeeping. You're not to get any until you've earned it. Right. When next we call upon you, Sorin, I expect it will be to deal with one of my comrades. Shirk not your own training, for it will not be easy. Of course. I'll be ready. Oh. Under these circumstances, I do not think I will have time to return to Tamamizu for even a short spell. If you would be so kind as to inform the Elder. Of course. Hang in there, Soroban. Hopefully it won't be too long before this is all finished. I was thinking possibly the Four Lords questline would be finished today, but I guess it probably depends on queue times. I don't think there's any more. I don't remember there being another dungeon. Let's see, because there's Swallow's Compass, Hell's Lid. Yeah, because the other two level 70 story progression patch dungeons are the Burn and Gimlet Dark. Right. Back under the sea. So if the queue times are nice, I might be able to get it finished tonight. Well, this afternoon. Chief Bunshin? A pleasure, Sorin. Did you have the chance to visit with Soroban? How fares he with his training? It goes well. Bit of a long story. Extraordinary. He has always been diligent and hard-working, but even so, to think he is blessed with such incredible potential, I cannot help but wonder who else among us might be possessed of similar abilities. Yet I understand his trepidation. With great power comes great responsibility, as is often said. We may need to keep a closer eye on him to ensure he does not succumb to fear and attempt to flee his training. I'm sure he'd appreciate that, sir. And then on to a few days later, I guess. How kind of you to pay us a visit, Sorin. Now I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain surly cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. Oh. From Genbu? Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging Aramitama of my comrade Byakko. The time has come for you to return to Raisen Temple. Well, that's simple. I presume the auspices of Hell's Lid have need of you once more. If so, give my regards to them and dear Soroban. Of course, Chief Bunchen. Right. What if that means it's next time to meet one of the other four lords? Off I go. Away from the water. The others were Suzaku and Seiryu, if I remember correctly. Wonder who it'll be next. I suppose hopefully it'll be meeting one of them. If I'm not meeting one of them, I imagine the other reason they'd call me is that something's gone wrong. Right. Hello again, Fury. Fury? You wouldn't mind showing me in? Okay. Genbu? Where's... Is Sorin not about? Well met, Sorin, well met. But wait, where's the little urchin girl of whom I have grown so fond? Did she get an invitation as well? It was only addressed to me, so... Oh, it would be remiss of us to proceed without her, would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl? Of course, I can try. Right. Tataru? Hello, Sorin. Is that you? Yes, it is. I'm here with Genbu and Raisen Temple. We've apparently made progress if you want to come along. Uh-huh. Right now? Very well, if you insist. Excuse me. Oh, what wondrous things these link pearls. Now then, let us wait until your friend arrives. Speaking of friends, is Soroban? What about... Oh. Sorin? Genbu? Ah, good of you to join us, little urchin girl. You know, there is such a thing as running a joke into the ground. It pleases me to inform you that thanks to your assistance with his training, Soroban's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long, we may count him among our most formidable warriors. Out of curiosity, where is Soroban anyway? Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state. Oh, working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it. Well, if you say so. But I called you here not to discuss our cushioned friend. The wards have grown weaker, presaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Before he breaks free, the four lords must marshal their strength. Excuse me? And so, Sorin, I must entreat you to quell the raging Aramitama of our dear comrade once more. Oh, fight, is it? That's where our warrior of light shines. Who's his opponent this time? See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly. That's... What's next of the four lords? It has been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. Am I to assume you have kept your silent vigil all this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's wards grow weaker by the day, and the calamity he would visit upon us draws nigh. The four lords must join their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so. His is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. He is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue, of kindness? You sully his memory. I didn't mean to... And you dare think yourself his equal, his better? Then I will put you to the proof. And when you fall, it will be a fate most deserved. Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery. Right. She doesn't seem to be a fan of me, Genbu. Compared to Byakko, she seems much more angry. The Aramitama feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. She yet mourns a love lost. But it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart. Right. Can't be afraid before the fight even begins. Hello, Suzaku? Excuse me? You crave battle, then, even if it brings you your death. Out of duty, you pitch yourself against enemies ever stronger. Without hesitation, without fear, you muster your courage and... No, you are not even a pale shadow of his glory. There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he is long since passed from this world. I'm not trying to replace Tenzin, if that's what you're... If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite? Byakko? Oh, Byakko, do you not see? Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that was all I was ever meant to be. For I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart. Not so easily as you. Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Koryu? How he sacrificed himself before our very eyes? How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared in my mind's eye. A blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget? Nor should you. Nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life in mourning and never move on, is to dishonor his memory. How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender. I see him plainly. How he has wormed his way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, cloaking himself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tenzin in our minds. I swear that's not my intention. Listen to yourself, my sister. The Aramitama has driven you to see Oni in the shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost. Oh, never busy day, Muni? Yeah, I can kind of tell when work comes in for you, because I do notice you fall silent for like extended periods of time. Only to Tenzin will I entrust my soul. Only his love will I accept. I'm not trying to replace Tenzin, Suzaku. I just want to help. That's all I'm here to do. He said... Oh, Tenzin. Very well, but I will brook no delay. I will await you in the depths, in my place of mourning. And when it is ended, I shall mourn you too. That's... Forgive her, Sorin. She is yet consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is as a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, Fruit the Aramitama has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. 'Tis plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing, and it reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with a fire in her eyes. Right. That's exactly why I have to help her, right? When she gives herself to the Aramitama, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. Of course. Leave her to me, Byakko. I'll bring her back to you. Be warned. She commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geomantic currents. Only by remaining observant will you survive. Right. I've had a bit of experience with geomancy before. Hopefully, shouldn't be too much of a problem. Still have to fight against Byakko as anything to go by. Can't let my guard down. Else here. Wait time 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to withdraw temporarily. I'm going to let me put my words into order before I start talking. I will need to quickly stop over to the bathroom, but I will be back. Yeah, I won't be long. I just feel it's probably a better idea for me to do this before I queue into a trial. But I'll be back in 2 minutes. Oh, apologies for that. With that, let's get queued right in. Oh! That worked. That worked very much. I was preparing for another 10-minute queue like it said before the first time. Right. Suzaku's place of mourning. Suzaku? Same transformation as Byakko went through. Right. Okay.
Tenzin? Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you!
Did she see us as Tenzin? Right.
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes!
That's... Careful. I do not remember this stage of the fight at all. Oh yeah, that's... Right, you have to stop it. Okay. Okay. Oh, one of them up. Careful. This is... What's going on?
I could not bear to lose you again!
This is... These are the geomantic currents Byakko was talking about. Just like dancing. Good thing I'm used to... I've been making myself used to this recently. There we go. There we go. True form.
Trust in me, my love! I will protect you, I promise!
This is...
Please, my love, if only you would listen.
Right. This is where it really begins. Oh. Okay, need to watch out for that.
Why do you do this? All I ever wanted was for you and I to...
I'm sorry, Suzaku.
Hearken to my melody.
Okay. This is, aesthetically, of the various arenas in Trials, probably one of my favorite. This hell's here.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to...
Kind of reminds me a bit of Okami. Ruthless refrain. This knockback. Here we go.
Please!
I'm sorry, Suzaku. I'll wake you up in a moment.
Make it easy, did you? We will wake you from this madness.
That's... Sovereign Star.
Must be thus. Then I'm mad.
This isn't the end, Suzaku. Hold on.
Hearken to my melody.
Is that it? Suzaku? You still okay? Seems to be. Are you okay? How long have I been blinded by this dream? This never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on the time with the man I so deeply loved, without being driven to tears. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of the firebird of legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality among mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we travelled, we four lords and a samurai. As comrades in arms we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many for our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be there Onetas in the east to slay, or revenants in the west to exorcise, without hesitation would he bid us rise to the challenge, and leave grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds. Word which, one day, reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad Auspice Koryu. Despite the many deeds of our credit, we four had only lived some few centuries, and were no match for our foe. Against the might of Koryu's raging Aramitama, my brothers and I were powerless. But Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well that it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the Firebird of legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then, the cruelest irony of all, centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I can but wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. To obtain the power to save the one you love only after it's too late. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps to save those for whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together. And Sorin, thank you. Just glad to return her to her senses. That's 3 of us. Genbu? Oh, I see you are still in one piece. I gather all went well. I believe so. Rest assured, elder brother, that I am myself once more. You certainly seem different from before, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say. How very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I have at long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin. At long last indeed. But perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy. No, my brother, that you most certainly are not. We really are friends. Oh, how forgetful of me. I have yet to see how Soroban's training is coming along. Soroban? Soroban! Is he okay? What is... Oh, wait, I know this joke. It's a Firebird. No, it's an airship. Ooh, no, genre-savvy urchin, for it is, in fact... it couldn't be. Soroban! Soroban? I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this. No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me. I'm a giant tortoise. A tortoise! Not a turtle? I was wrong. This is the very definition of running a joke into the ground. Excuse me? There's no need for panic, Soroban. Probably just recited the words improperly and offered your body as a vessel for a great tortoise kami. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal after a short while, like with the Tamate Byakko of geomancy. Ah, well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty, but you might regain your original form by the time Sorin quells Seiryu's Arimitama. Might? Might? What is this might? Might is not an acceptable answer. Soroban isn't permanently a giant tortoise, right? Oh, you must be exhausted from your battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you returned to the land above and took a rest. He's right. I doubt we'll be needed here for some time, and Soroban seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up. Right. I'll see you around, Tataru. I had been meaning to return home, even if only briefly, but given my current state, that seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the Elder I am hale and healthy, I would be most grateful. Of course, Soroban. You sure you're gonna be okay? Have I truly become host to a great kami? What if it does not wish to leave? I have to admit to not being particularly experienced in this kind of thing. Hopefully it's not permanent. I can't imagine having to live out the I suppose Genbu doesn't seem to mind, but he was always a turtle. Wonder how much detail I should explain this to Chief Bunshin with. Do I just convey Soroban's message, or do I actually tell him what's going on? Down we go. Chief Bunshin? I have word from Soroban. Ah, Sorin. All is well with our friends beneath Hell's lid. What of Soroban? How goes his training? Well, about that. He failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say? But you are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of Eorzean joke. How very amusing. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future, but I will trust it is for the best, as before. He should take as much time as required. He is a tortoise after all. No, it still makes no sense to me. Yeah, maybe letting him believe it's an Eorzean joke is for the best. And a few days later, passing through, or here for another reason. Regardless, I have tidings from our friends beneath Hell's lid. Another missive delivered by one of the Auspices, a raccoon dog, I believe. It was rather agitated too. I fear matters may be coming to a head. Well, there is only one of the four lords left for me to fight. So this is... Koryu's wards are on the verge of failure. Return to Race and Temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I have sent a messenger to her as well. Well, looks like I'm back to Hell's lid. Straight to the point, was it? Oh, no, that's... No, Bunchen's voice, not in between here. Straight to the point, was it? Do not let me keep you then. Right. Sorry, Chief Bunchen. I'll be off again. It'd be nice if there was a teleporter. A teleport location closer to Hell's Lid. So, Seiryu's the only of the 4 lords left. And then, I suppose, the 5... If what Genbu's saying is correct, the 5 of us and Soroban should be able to... fix the wards? I'm not entirely sure what the plan is. Excuse me. Hello again, Fury. Oh. That's... Suzaku and Byakko are... Soroban's up there as well. Genbu? I take it things are urgent. Good, good. Then let us proceed. You weren't exaggerating, were you? About Koryu's wards? Oh, would that I were. Soroban and my comrades are doing their utmost to maintain them for now, but I fear Koryu will not be denied. Even now I do not understand. I was certain we had more time to prepare. Worrying over my mistake will avail us nothing. Only the strength of the 4 lords united will see us through this crisis. Only together can we hope to renew the wards and keep Koryu in his prison. It falls to you, Sorin, to quell the Arimitama of our comrade Seiryu. Will you do this for us, brave warrior? Of course. Doesn't look like we have much time for complaining. I doubted not that you would agree, but am nevertheless relieved. The last of our quartet is perhaps the most formidable among us, for in battle he commands a great host of Shiki. You will see this yourself soon enough, but for now we must wait patiently. Do we have time to wait patiently? Nay, Genbu, you need wait no longer. Is this... Seiri? Oh, you are come sooner than expected, comrade. I trust our messenger informed you of the dire circumstances. Then you know what must be done. This warrior, Sorin, will face you in battle as he did Suzaku and Byakko before you. Excuse me? Very well. But not here, for this is a temple, not a battlefield. To the east of Hingashi is an island I have claimed as my own. There we may wreak havoc to our heart's content. 'Tis far from this place, but a warrior such as you would not balk at a lengthy swim, I trust. Perhaps not, but it would needlessly tire him before the trial. I will use my command of the flowing waters to speed his way. If it means I am spared the burden of looking after him, then I am all for it. We shall gather at the Isle of Byakko first, and from there begin our journey. Right. Urchin, while I am away, I leave you in charge. Yes, sir, Tiny Turtle, sir. I'll keep a close eye on the others while they work their magics or whatever it is they're doing. Well, counting on you, Tataru. And I guess I need to get this dealt with as quickly as possible. Probably quicker to teleport to Tamamizu than fly back. Through the cave. If what Genbu said, then Seiryu's going to be the toughest challenge here. This seems a secluded enough place for us to speak. Excellent. Seiryu? Sorin, was it? Yes, that's me. Can I help you? I see why Genbu favors you. You are not unlike him. That much is plain. Tenzin too was possessed of a quiet confidence, a well-deserved one at that. When he met his foes in battle, blade in hand, he was magnificent. As well you should know, having been bested by him in single combat, which was why you chose to join us, was it not? I vowed to surpass him, and from that day forward trained tirelessly to hone my skills, that I might claim victory in a rematch, only to be forever denied the chance when Koryu struck him down. By the time I had become a full-fledged Auspice worthy of the four lords, there was no one left to fight. My vow was broken, my purpose lost. Seiryu. But the whispers within told me of another. They promised me redemption, vengeance, by destroying the fiend that robbed us all of Tenzin long ago. Whispers? Brother, no, you mustn't. The strength to lay Koryu low can be yours if you but give voice to me, if you but let me lead the way. And so I have, brother. I have embraced the Aramitama. Folly. All know not to trust its honeyed words and false promises. And yet you would surrender to it, a body and soul? Perchance forevermore. Turn back, brother, I beg of you, before it is too late and you fall to the primal rage and become a broken shell like Koryu. Think you I know not what is at stake? If I must become a demon to slay another, then I do so gladly. My vow demands it. That's... Only by embracing the Aramitame will we ever rid ourselves of Koryu. This I know. You will not sway me from this path, warrior. I'm not letting your friends lose you. Whether you want it or not, I'm stopping this. I see you too are committed to your course. Hardly surprising, given that you fought Byakko and Suzaku. Then we shall forgo further debate, and let the battle determine who is right and who is dead. I've come too far to fall now. Genbu? This is indeed a troubling development. In embracing the Aramitama, the Shiki he commands may pose a far greater threat. Nevertheless, our purpose is unchanged. You must show him the error of his ways, Sorin, and save him from his primal rage. Of course. Do whatever I can. The Reef of Snakes. What are the odds this one pops as quickly as Hellscare? 19 minutes. That's... time. Oh, that was not 19 minutes, but I'll take it. Oh, the queues today have been perfect. One last DPS, don't let me down. Right. Sorry.
Make me submit or die by your excellence!
Must be. Yep. It is nice to get the DPS the DPS queues going quickly. This is serious Aramitama.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so
Fine, I will dance partner to Red Mage. As soon as my cooldown ends. Okay. Defeated Byakko and Suzaku.
beg not for mercy.
Oh, careful. Stand back. Okay.
You've nowhere to run.
I'm not running. Chikiri. That's... Okay. Summoning something.
Tremble before true power.
Wheels? Welcome to die. I never saw the welcome to die. More of them. Genbu wasn't kidding when he said he liked summons. At least I felt like. Yeah, no, I was a little Ow! What's going on? That doesn't look good.
Grant me the strength to smite mine enemy.
What is this? Not good. Out of the water.
Fools. This is far from over.
Watch out for the water. This is what Genbu meant by him being the strongest.
Show them their folly.
If you ever... Oh, that's a...
None can match my might.
That's... Other side. Oh, we lost one of the healers. Missed that one. Let's be close.
You know where to run.
Hey, excuse me. Careful. Right. Four. Finish.
How it burns.
Won't be burning for much longer. I still also. I never noticed
I will not.
just a little sideline. Does Shiki having this? You ever?
You know where to run.
Oh, we did it. Didn't even notice. Hopefully with the Aramitama quelled, Sari will come to his senses. See? Only once before have I bowed my head low. Yeah, I was a bit hesitant about carrying on because on the one hand, only having the Seiryu fight left, I wasn't sure if it was worth doing just a full stream just on that. But I was always kind of like, if the queue takes a while, this stream could go on a while. But no, both the Suzaku fight and the Seiryu fight I got within a minute. The Suzaku fight was instant. Say, have you calmed down at all? You are every bit Tenzin's successor, warrior. For you are but the second child of man to have bested me in battle. Once I would have never thought it possible. When I was no more than a mere serpent blessed with the good fortune to be born on an island where the people held us in the highest. To them I was as kami, and I was foolish enough to share in their belief. But when I had lived some few centuries and first began to manifest true powers, my worshippers came to view me in a different light. When they were visited by calamity, they mistook me as the cause. And so, in the place of traditional offerings, they brought me the flesh of their flesh. Though I had no hand in it, their fortunes improved. To them the answer was clear. Only greater sacrifice would satisfy the guardian serpent. Little did they know that I had spared the maiden, and spirited her away to another land, in secret, as I would the others that would follow. That's... How do you deal with something like that? Nevertheless, the belief lingered, and soon the guardian serpent came to be regarded as a malevolent demon, and my worshippers became my decriers. They tempted sellswords of Koban to come and slay me, the poor fools. So began my days as a hunted kami. I dispatched them every time, though I took little joy in it. And then, one day, a man unlike all the others appeared before me, a samurai in the company of beasts. Tenzin and I fought. He won. The fallen kami had at last been bested by a fortune-seeking hunter. I could not help but chuckle as I closed my eyes and awaited the inevitable blow. Join me. Let us begin anew. Saying this, he extended his hand to me. All that I was, all that I had ever been, was no more. I had nothing, yet not only did he see fit to spare me, but offer me a new home. But even a fallen kami has his pride, and I could not readily accept such kindness, even if I yearned for it. Seeing this, Tenzin laughed. Then earn it by growing stronger and in turn using that strength to help others, as you have been helped. Become more than you are, and more than me. Thus did I vow to devote myself to becoming an auspice worthy of man's worship and admiration, to become a magnificent dragon that would safeguard his chosen. Doesn't that mean that you haven't forsaken your vow? Strange. My recollection now is not as it was before. Details once indistinct are now vivid and clear. Perhaps the Aramitama clouded my judgment. Thank you, Sorin. Had you not helped me to remember my vow, I might have lost the chance to honor Tenzin's memory forever. Well, you still have that chance. But not for long. Wait, where is Genbu? Has he returned to the temple without us? This bodes ill. Right. Let's go and fulfill that vow of yours. If Genbu left without us, then it can only mean that Koryu's return is imminent. Come, we must rejoin the others at Reisen Temple. Right. No time to waste. I don't have a... The aesthetic of the Skaven choker is bothering me a little. It looks like it's just implanted into the front of Sorin's neck. Just the kind of weather you'd expect from an ancient demon about to break loose as well. Flying into a volcano in the middle of a thunderstorm. Adventuring really does take you places. Planned it? Hey? What did I plan? I think there's... Is that... Doesn't... I can't tell if it's glowing more or not. Genbu? Is everything okay? You are, as ever, a welcome sight, Sorin. And you, Seiryu. Forgive me, Genbu. I have been a great fool. As we have all... As have we all many times before, and doubtless will be again. Nevertheless, forgive me. Tataru? The wards are at their limit. You've got to come right away. Oh, then it is well that Seiyu has returned to the fold. For now we 4 lords may bring our united powers to bear against our foe. Your part in this is finished, my friends. Now, you must go. Should we fail in this final endeavor, then the temple, nay, the whole of the Ruby Sea may be consumed by Koryu's wrathful fires. Don't be stupid. We came to see this through to the end and we'll do just that. That's the Scion way, right, Sorin? Tataru's right. I've seen it through this far. I can at least try and fight Koryu if he does break free. If that is your will, so be it. Join us then, and stand as witness to our deeds this day, which will determine the fate of all we hold dear. Right. There they are. Hold nothing in reserve. Summon all your strength. Only then can we hope to triumph over our mad brother. Right. Come on. Is that... Did it work? It worked! I can feel it! The wards are mended, strengthened. That doesn't look mended. This is... Did we not make it? That's Koryu? He's a little bigger than I imagined. No, no, no! Even now, after all, everything we have endured, everything that has made us stronger, how can we fail? All shall burn! Genbu? Gotta be something I can do here, right? Genbu? That's not good. Genbu? Genbu? Right. Can we defeat this guy? It will be impossible for us three alone to bind him, but we can hold him at bay for a time. Flee this place. I'm not going anywhere. I've defeated it. All the foes I've defeated. I'm not letting this one stop me. Can't be worse than Shinryu. Fool! A hero you may be, but Koryu is an opponent none can defeat. Won't know till I've tried. You! I killed you once before, Samurai. I will kill you again. It's like Suzaku. Sisuke's Tenzin. That's just it roaring as... This is... That's... What? Uh-huh. Tenzin! Tenzin? That's... It is? How? No time for quit. Won't complain. Right. Maybe together. Brother, sister, now is our chance to restore the wards. How? Even in his weakened state without Genbu, we do not stand a chance. Soroban? Soroban, come away from there before you get hurt. If I do not act, then our lives are forfeit anyway. Ours and everyone else in the Ruby Sea. Soroban? What is he doing? Soroban? What are you... This is the ritual he performed incorrectly before, when he summoned a great tortoise kami into his body. I see it now. He offers himself to Genbu. I can feel his presence returning, but if Soroban does this, then his own soul will be... Soroban? I would rather you not say it aloud, otherwise I might have second thoughts. Believe me, I know the consequences, and I accept them. Farewell, my friends, and please, look after Tamamizu. Soroban? Soroban! That's... Worry not, Soroban. We will not let it... I've completely forgotten Genbu's voice already. We will not let it all be for nothing. Soroban? There's some other way. Come on. This has to work now. Burn! Burn! All shall burn! Perhaps one day, many thousands of years from now, but not this day. Be gone! Did it work? Is it over? Tenzin? Genbu? Is Soroban really... Koryu shall not threaten us for many millennia yet. Let us rejoice in this hard-won victory. Nearly lost were it not for your courage and strength, Sorin. Soroban. Tragic though his sacrifice was, it was not in vain. Let us not mourn his death, but honor his memory. Death? Memory? What in the world are you on about? The Soroban yet lives. Genbu? Let me guess, in our hearts or some such? Honestly, if you're going to try and comfort us, you could at least do better than offer trite cliches. I am simply making a statement of fact. But I see words alone will not serve to communicate my point. Genbu? Soroban? Huh? But I should be... Huh? I do not understand. The ritual the Koshin performed, When one summons the soul of an immensely powerful entity into one's own body, it is understood, nay, expected, that the summoner's soul is extinguished in the process. That is true. When the summoned entity's soul is of surpassing strength relative to one's own. Soroban's, however, has grown remarkably robust, owing to his intense training, and his prolonged exposure to the magics of the Tamate Bako of geomancy. His soul now eclipses mine in spiritual potency, which is why it holds fast to this vessel. And so, when the enchantment fades ere long, mine will depart and fade as before. Just when we were getting used to having you around again. Koryu's aim was true, as you saw, and in my final moments I was filled with regrets, but no longer. With my remaining time, I will attend to my affairs and train dear Soroban to succeed me as the next Genbu. Soroban? Wait, me? The next Genbu? The 4 lords are ever needed. You have both the strength of will and character to succeed our elder brother. Would you all not agree? I think he more than proved himself when he stood his ground against Koryu. Still, it should be a unanimous decision. Byakko? As you say, he faced certain death without hesitation, and embraced sacrifice for the sake of others. I should be glad to welcome him to our fellowship. If that is how you all feel, then I am certainly in no position to refuse. I will do my best to live up to your expectations. Give an ilm and they take 'em on, I'll swear. You okay, Soroban? And I guess I should be reporting to Chief Bunshin that you won't be returning for a while again then. But do not think I have forgotten our bargain, little urchin. Great feats demand consummate rewards, and we are auspices of our word. It's about time. You hear that, Sorin? It's treasure time. While we see to the preparations, perhaps you could spare a moment for my dearest comrades. With our troubles at an end, we may be parting ways soon, and so this might be the last opportunity you have to speak with them for quite some time. Right, I suppose. I'll go and say my goodbyes. Byakko? With Koryu imprisoned once more, my comrades and I are free to watch over these lands as before, as is our duty. And when the wards falter once more, we shall again gather our strength and beat back our mad brother's assault, together with noble Soroban, a worthy successor to the fallen Genbu. For now, however, we may enjoy a welcome respite, a peace we owe as much to you as anyone else, I should think. I only did what came naturally, Byakko. We couldn't have done it without you either. I see many battles ahead of you. For like Tenzin, you are not one to rest on your laurels. This much is plain. I wish you good fortune in the wars to come. But I ramble, do not deny it. When one has lived as long as I, it is all too easy to lose track of time. Go, go. Should you ever crave the company of we curious beasts, you will find us here. Oh, thank you. I'll make sure to come back. Suzaku? Worry not for Soroban. We will guide him on his journey and help him to reach his true potential, as Tenzin once guided us. I had long since given up on ever seeing him again. And then he was there, shining paragon of strength and virtue, a memory made manifest. But if he had been more than that, I would have told him, this body I once cursed I have come to cherish. This I owe to him and his love. I think he knows, Suzaku. As long as you guys travel together. Oh? Well, that would be wonderful if true. For all his virtues, he could be remarkably oblivious at times. But though he taught me to love and accept myself, it was you who helped me remember, who helped me to smile again. For that, Sorin, you will always hold a special place in my heart. Please, come and visit us in the future. Of course. But for now, see you around, Suzaku. See? I know we haven't exactly known each other long, but... At first I thought he was a figment of my imagination, but he was real enough. How or why I know not, but a possibility springs to mind. When Tenzin was mortally wounded by Koryu, he used the last of his strength to seal him within the sacred crystal. The original wards were born of his flesh, his very essence. An act of desperation, I once believed. But now I wonder, was it in preparation for this very day? But even if it had been a part of an elaborate plan to preserve his soul as a final defense, his strength alone would have never sufficed. Nay, he needed another warrior possessed of tremendous potential like himself. One blessed with a singular power to whom he could bequeath his own. And you think that's me? He knew another would come, you see. Another hero the likes of which the world so rarely sees. Thousands and thousands of years ago, he foresaw your coming. Bah, clever bastard. Putting me to shame with his strength and wisdom both. And still he denies me my rematch. But at least I still have you, Sorin. Live long, for I am not finished with you yet. We will fight again, and I will win. Without turning to the Aramitama, you may be assured. I look forward to the day, Seiyu. But for now, this is goodbye. And... Soroban? How are you doing? I know this is probably all... not at all how you imagined things turning out when you gave us this request. Come and claim your reward, honored friends. Genbu? This is... I was expecting some kind of treasure, just not this much solid gold. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful. More than enough to make up for 1,000 of Alphino's reckless purchases. A fitting reward for the saviors of the Ruby Sea. To be honest, I was half expecting another terrible joke, but you really followed through. Getting this home is going to be no easy task. If transportation is of a concern, we would be happy to deliver to a destination of your choosing. Really? Just like that? In that case, the Ruby Bazaar in Kugani? If it's no trouble, that is. None whatsoever. Every member of the collective should be glad to lend a hand. Right. That's definitely going to refill the Scion's coffers. And with that, I take my leave. So... Soroban? So, Soroban, will you really stay here and not return to Tamamizu? Well, I did agree to become the next Genbu. For the duration of his training, I would have him remain here. It will be a long, hard road, believe you me, and I intend to spend my remaining years guiding him. All 500 or so. And there you have it. I hope I can impose upon you to deliver Bunshin the news. 500 years? As in you will be here for another 5 centuries? I thought you said the enchantment would fade ere long. These things are relative. And what's with that tone of yours anyway? You should be honored to be the beneficiary of my sage tutelage, foolish turtle. You're a turtle too, you an old, tiny, crabby ghost turtle. Get out of my head. Soroban? There's something a little frightening about watching them fight with themselves. Right. Maybe we should leave them alone for a while. Maybe. Thank you for everything, Sorin, Tataru. Safe travels. You finally remembered your name. I'll see you guys all around. Oh. Another crisis averted. Let's go report this to Bunshin, I suppose. Oh. Definitely a lot going on in the world. Never a time for a break. I suppose of all the time I've been working with Troupe Falsiam and helping out with this, should maybe check in and see what the progress is in Doma. See if there's been any word from Asahi. Still don't know what he's planning. Under the sea we go. Chief Bunshin, I have more word from Soroban. Oh, Tataru. I sense you have reasons other than the usual for this particular visit. Might it have something to do with Soroban? It does. I beg your pardon. Soroban is to become the next Genbu. I will not feign understanding. However, this extraordinary state of affairs came about is utterly beyond my ken. As unbelievable as I yet find it, though, I have no doubt that you speak true. Soroban's had an incredible string of bad luck. Succumbing to the Aramitama, becoming a giant tortoise, now this. On the other hand, he could have refused and instead agreed to take on this responsibility. So we may as well support him, don't you think? Indeed. Though it pains me to imagine Tamamizu without our Soroban, it fills me with pride to know that a Kojin of the Blue has been granted this great honor. We shall pray for him, that he may rise to the occasion and serve as a benevolent guardian to all who call the Ruby Sea home. Thank you for helping him to find his true calling, my friends. Oh no, the pleasure was all ours, and the profit. I am not sure I take your meaning, but I appreciate the sentiment. But if I might ask a final favor, would you be so kind as to look in on him from time to time, just to see that he is getting on all right? Of course. It's not every day you make friends with a secret collective of talking animals, after all. Even if Soroban hadn't decided to raid a racing temple, I wouldn't have wanted to stay away. You can be sure I'll head there from time to time. You're welcome to join me when I do, of course. I'll keep an eye out. Things ever get a little quieter around here? Quest complete. Oops, I haven't checked in on him for long. Poor Soroban. You haven't done. There's a quest in Endwalker, I think. Like, put one to post Endwalker quests where you do go back to revisit the Four Lords. Can I guess you haven't gotten to see that? I'm fairly certain you visited Four Lords. There's a little like backtrack quest to meet some side characters from different expansions. I think you meet the guys from the weapons quest line for Shadowbringers. You meet you go back to meet the Red Bills from the Shadow of Mark for Heavensward, and Stormbloods you meet the Four Lords again. No, they're not like, they're only like one-off little quests, but it's nice to go back and meet everyone again. Hey guys, just here for a sit down. Whew. But anyway, that's going to be all I'm doing for this stream. Oh. Okay, the stream did go on a bit longer than usual, but I feel, yeah, the extra 20 minutes is probably worth it for getting that finished, rather than having 20 minutes at the start of the next stream. Because that means we can, yeah, next stream can start off, and next stream should just be able to entirely like self-contain patch 4.3 Under the Moonlight. So yeah. Otherwise, plan is tomorrow evening is, oh, that's the thing, I kind of just remembered I have something on tomorrow evening, so tomorrow's stream will be later than normal. I'll make a post about that on YouTube. I don't know exactly what time, probably 9 or 10 it'll start at rather than 8. I have a church Christmas dinner for the 1st of December. But yeah, I might do it at 10, because I'm planning to do Amanda the Adventurer tomorrow. So, you know, want to make sure it's late and dark. I can get the spooks on. And then Saturday, I plan to be streaming Final Fantasy again. More Sorin's Journey, and that'll be Under the Moonlight. Next week, the plan is it'll be more of the same. So, finishing off Catherine, probably. Finishing off Amanda the Adventurer, probably. And continuing on with Sorin's Journey. But I don't know if there'll be as many streams because, as I mentioned in my last post of the schedule, I am moving house in the next couple of weeks. So, things are obviously going to be getting a bit hectic here. But with all that said, if you enjoyed what you saw, you can follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. But regardless of what you do, thank you so much for coming along. I really hope you enjoyed. And until the next stream, have a good evening, have a good night. Until next time I see you, goodbye.